Millions of lives will be saved by a finger prick, a drop of blood, and our point-of-care nanobiosensor, the BioCODE. This cost-effective device can be used for the early identification of disease risk for conditions like cancer, as well as cardiovascular disease. And it has the potential to cut healthcare costs by half for individuals suffering from these conditions. During the time of this presentation, 4,500 individuals will have died from cancer. Another 8,000 individuals will have died from cardiovascular disease. This is from 2018 data of the WHO. The scariest fact of these statistics is that many of these individuals will have died and sent home without a diagnosis. If we look at the 46 WHO sub-Saharan member states, only 20 of these member states have active cancer registries. None have active cardiovascular disease registries. Individuals suffering from cancer as well as cardiovascular disease have many comorbidities, including type 2 diabetes as well as obesity. They are also known to suffer from stroke, from heart attack, as well as from thrombosis. The golden thread through all of these comorbidities is inflammation. Chronic and systemic inflammation is the result of a presence of circulating inflammatory biomarkers in the blood. Serum amyloid A and p-selectin are two of these biomarkers. They have got the propensity to bind to clotting proteins and cause the blood to become sticky. These sticky blood deposits can cause stroke, heart attack, as well as thrombosis. Our biomarkers of choice for the BioCODE is therefore serum amyloid A, p-selectin, and misfolded protein. Ourselves and other researchers have over the years published extensively on the effects of biomarkers in cancer as well as in cardiovascular disease. In the recent months, we also looked at various patient blood samples and compared their biomarker profiles to that of controls. In the next diagrams, you can see some of these sticky blood deposits that are present in blood samples of cardiovascular disease. The green micrographs also show some of our latest research, where we looked at blood from COVID-19 individuals who also have these sticky deposits in their blood. With this academic knowledge in mind, we developed and we patented the BioCODE, a nanobiosensor has got the ability to determine disease risk for individuals suffering from cancer as well as cardiovascular disease. The BioCODE uses a drop of blood, antibodies immobilized on a test strip, and we then determine the concentration of the biomarkers present in the blood using an electronic signal. A second part of the BioCODE is a smartphone-based technology to study the sticky blood deposits in the blood. If an individual would like to determine a biomarker profile in their blood, they would typically go to a pathology laboratory who will draw blood and do analysis on expensive laboratory equipment. The cost of such biomarker analysis can be extreme, even for individuals with a medical aid. In South Africa, a simple cholesterol test can cost up to 400 Rand. This cost can escalate to over 4,000 Rand with a limited biomarker analysis. Our BioCODE nanobiosensor can do this analysis at a fraction of this cost. We therefore believe that our point-of-care technology can be fast, it can be done in a relatively small volume of blood, it is relatively painless, it will be easily accessible, but most importantly, it is cost-effective. Our BioCODE could have traction in various sections of the market. the first being inside a doctor's room, also in mobile clinics, and we also believe we could send the patient home with the BioCODE to do the analysis in the privacy of their own home. We have received funding for the next 2 years to complete our proto-trials as well as our laboratory research. We would need some additional funding now, where we provide a percentage negotiated equity. Our multidisciplinary team consists of myself. I'm a physiologist. I have published over 275 papers in ISI international journals, and I have supervised over 50 PhD and master's degree students. Professor Willy Pierold, he is an electronic engineer and he is the previous Vice Dean Research of our Faculty of Engineering. Professor Annemart Engelbrecht, she is a renowned cancer researcher. Professor Douglas Cull, he's from the University of Liverpool and he's also the previous CEO of the Biotechnology and Biosciences Research Council of the UK. Professor Wim de Villiers, he's our Rector and Vice-Chancellor. He's also a gastroenterologist and his speciality research focuses serum amyloid A. Then also our Technology Transfer Office team, Anita Null, as well as Madeleine Klein. We believe the BioCODE is a greatly scalable technology, also into the home healthcare sector. This sector has grown phenomenally over the past years, with a 40% annual growth rate. We also believe that developing countries offer an additional untapped market. Pharmaceutical companies, as well as healthcare insurance companies, could also find the BioCODE data very helpful, as it could give them a competitive edge. This is the BioCODE, and I'm Risha Pretorius.